Hello everyone, I'm the Canadian Gaming Penguin. As most of you probably already know, the Halloween event, or the All Saints' Wake event, has begun in Final Fantasy XIV, and hopefully this video is out before it ends.
Nope, it definitely was not out before the event ended. Also, you can definitely tell I had a cold.
Anyway, we are in Gridania here, just outside of the amphitheater, and we are going to be playing through this quest, event, rather. And to do that, we must speak with the Adventurers Guild investigator, whose outfit, I must say, is pretty cool. Anyways, the All Clowns' Wake. The Adventurers Guild investigator is on the lookout for a suspiciously scary personage. Ha! We meet again! You're the adventurer who so kindly assisted with me with my investigation years past, yes? Truth be told, your timing couldn't be better. There's a small matter I could use your help with, should you have a moment to spare. As you can well see from the decorations about town, All Saints' Wake is nearly upon us, and I am pleased to report that this year, at least, I have seen no sign of those fiends from the Continental Circus as of yet. That said, I do not mean to say the things have been uneventful of late. A rather peculiar gentleman known as the Scarlet Snout has appeared to fill the vacuum of absurdity left by the circus. Most suspicious, I'm sure you will agree, which is why I set about investigating the matter. However, things have not quite gone to plan, and I was hoping you might be able to help me look into this strange character. Do you think you could spare some time to ask the residents of Gridania about the Scarlet Snout? You have my thanks. I shall continue to do my part in the meantime. Pray alert me should you learn aught of interest. I guess we're going to be talking to people. And by people, I mean NPCs, so... the first one is over here. The foolhardy chap. Now, I haven't played through this at all, so I have no idea what's gonna happen. The man with the red nose? Psst, listen. This is just between the two of us. I've met the man of whom you speak. In fact, he even invited me to a banquet of sorts. Yes, I was relaxing by the river the other night, when I suddenly heard a voice that I couldn't quite place. I turned around to see a man dressed in motley, standing behind me. We got to talking. Befitting his appearance, he's quite the jovial fellow, and after a pleasant little chat, he invited me to dinner at his home in the coming days. I called it a banquet, but he assured me that it would be a modest affair with only him and a few of his newfound friends. He also swore me to secrecy. No doubt he doesn't want strangers to come and crash the event, so don't tell anyone else I told you about this, alright? Not a soul will be told. Promise me you'll say nothing about the banquet to anyone. I wonder what sort of food he means to serve. Hopefully the edible, tasty kind. And the other person we need to speak to is all the way over there. And there's a couple in New Gridania as well, so we're gonna just teleport to the Lancers Guild using the Ethernet shard. Excitable lad. A fellow with a red nose? Why no. I've heard nothing of such a man, and I most certainly haven't been invited to a holiday feast organized by such an individual. Perish the thought. You look as if you've seen a ghost. Alright, I'll tell you all I know. I was heading home from an errand when this fellow with the most prominent proboscis approaches me and asks if I'd visit him at his house. Said he needed someone to share his toys and sweets with. At the same time, he made me assure him that I would tell no one of this offer, or that he even spoke to me at all. If he found out about this, I don't know what would happen. Promise me you won't tell anyone else. Look, don't tell anyone what I told you, okay? If the red-nosed fellow found out and rescinded the invitation, I'd be devastated. You're very verbose for a person who, kid. Dignified lady. I can't say I've seen anyone matching the description myself, but now that you mention it, I remember a friend of mine saying she saw an odd character wandering about here the other day. It stuck with me because she said he was dressed up in an odd garb, almost like that of a jester. I can't guarantee that it was the man you're looking for, but it sounds too similar to be a coincidence, yes? Uh-huh. Humor monger. Ah, so you're looking for this so-called Scarlet Snout as well, are you? Well, tough luck. I'm going to beat you to him. See, I've heard that he's a well-heeled bloke who loves nothing more than to share his fortune with his friends. Ever since then, I've been searching high and low for him. Even I didn't know anything. Darned if I'm gonna share it with anyone. Have I met the Scarlet Snout? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Either way, I'm not going to tell you anything. Okay, don't be helpful. So now we need to speak with the Guild Adventurer Investigator. Adventurers Guild Investigator. Ah, you're back. Did you glean anything of interest, perchance? Inviting total strangers to his abode and swearing them to secrecy? Most suspicious indeed. Yes, I highly doubt he is inviting these people out of the kindness of his heart. Something is afoot here. Speaking of which, I was able to uncover some new information myself. It would seem most sightings of the Scarlet Snout occurred by the river. I suspect it would be relatively easy to spot him if we staked out the area, and yet I'm hesitant to go myself. I've been asking around for so long, now that it's likely that our suspect knows me and is taking pains to avoid me. While I'm loath to impress upon your kindness, when I ask you to take care of this alone, I promise that I will be watching from a safe distance, and will not hesitate to lend a helping hand should you need it. Oh, thank you ever so much. Now we've no time to lose. Let us hurry along to the riverbank. Yes, right by the Leatherworkers Guild should give us a good vantage point. And we need to head down here to this destination marker. Say there, missy. No, not there. Here. Over here. Greetings, my friend. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. That's quite the attire. Oh, dear me. Why the cold reception? Surely my appearance doesn't frighten you. I have heard some dodgy rumors about you. Dodgy? Me? There must be some mistake. I'm sure whoever told you those things simply had the wrong end of the stick. But where are my manners? I should introduce myself. I am Papa Gruff. I am I am Papa Gruff, a humble clown. Would you care to share your name with me? Celebrian? Such a pleasant name. Brings a smile right to my face. Oh, it feels like we're thick as thieves already. Is that a play because I'm a ninja? But how to commemorate our newfound friendship? Oh, but of course. Why don't you join me at my humble abode for a feast? I swear you haven't lived until you've been to one of my banquets. I ask only one favor. You are to tell no one about this. Wouldn't do if some random stranger barged in on a gathering of friends, yes? And should I find out you have gone against my wishes, well... That's quite the twisted face. Haha, but I jest. That's what I do, you see. I wouldn't dream of harming even a flea. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Any road, come meet me under the Bent Branch Meadows Bridge whenever you're ready, and I'd be more than happy to show you the way to home. Well, ta-ta for now. Well, I guess that's... Oh, no. We're speaking to the investigator first, who was apparently over here. So that was our man, was it? I must say, his appearance was every bit as distinctive as the rumors said. Pray tell, did he invite you to his feast as did the others? Yep. I had a feeling this was how things might play out. While his actions are most suspicious, it is impossible to tell exactly what his goal is, and whether or not he has any malicious intent. I suppose our best option is to play along with for the time being, but I ask you to head to Bent Branch Meadows and observe things from a safe distance. If it seems the snout is up to no good, we'll put a stop to it right straight away. I myself shall return to the Adventurers Guild in order to deliver my report. Let us rendezvous at our destination when we are both ready. This location should afford you a good vantage point of the precise location the Scarlet Snout gave you. Observe from a distance in the hope that he reveals himself. Ah, welcome, welcome, one and all. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you here today. Perhaps that's a bit too formal for the occasion. Let's try this again. Ahem. My friends, welcome to the House of Gruff. By all means, make yourself at home. What the heck you carrying on about over here? I could hear you from miles away. My beloved wife, what brings you here? What brings me here? Why, your dear son and I were worried about you might burst along screaming like this. Well, Papa, Whimsy has told me all about the party. I can't wait to meet all our new friends. Yes, darling, I'm sure it's going to be an absolutely splendid time. No doubt your father here has invited sheer multitudes of illustrious guests. Isn't that so, Papa? But of course, my sweet. Don't you worry. I can assure you that the event will be quite the spectacle. Heh, just think of all those innocent fools sauntering casually to our abode, blissfully unaware that they are, in fact, marching towards their doom. Oh, how I loved seeing the true terror on the faces when they realize their fates. It's truly to die for, quite literally for them. Yes, and with the fear we've extracted from the depths of their very souls, we can summon forth our fiendish friends, and hold the banquet of our dreams. The night to devilry shall finally be upon us. The night of devilry? Is that something fun? It will be the most fun you've ever had, little one. Admittedly, I have yet to experience it myself, but I've heard enough of the legends to know it will not disappoint. Any road, our honored guests are scheduled to arrive at any moment. A moment now. Head back to the venue, my dear family. I shall return anon. Well, that definitely wasn't suspicious at all. And so... Oh, I see these guys over here, so I gotta speak to them. Pray wait a little bit longer. Oh, it's you! My apologies, but I've not quite yet finished preparing for the festivities. Pray come back a bit later. Oh, yes. Thank you, person who randomly flew on their mount. I forgot I can do that. Mark. How fascinating. Yes, most fascinating indeed. Adventurers Guild Investigator. Back from Bent Branch, are you? Pray tell me, what exactly did you witness there? Good God, that sounds like a plot most foul indeed. Fortunately, help is at hand. Upon hearing my report, the guild saw fit to dispatch an expert in matters of the occult to aid us in getting to the bottom of this. I'm most certain he will be able to help us come up with an effective way to thwart the Snout's villainy. Let me know when you're ready and I shall introduce you to him. And... Pumpkin cookie? A devilish imp is thought to have made this slightly burnt biscuit shaped like a pumpkin head. One can only wonder what ingredients it contains. And the modern cosmetics clowning around for the, presumably, face paint. A feast to remember. The Adventurers Guild Investigator has someone to introduce to you. Ready to proceed with our investigation, are you? Excellent. Allow me to introduce you to our esteemed collaborator. This is Mark. a specialist in matters of the occult dispatched by the guild to assist in apprehending the nefarious Papa Gruff. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that I have a grasp on the situation as it stands. If it's quite alright with you, pray share all you have learned about our quarry this far. I see. Quite fascinating, indeed. Yes, it was all as I read in the tome. Haha, my apologies. I tend to get lost in my own thoughts sometimes. Allow me to begin by giving you a brief introduction to the so-called Night of Devilry, or at least as I understand it. It is said that during All Saints' Wake, the saints are invited to banquets in the heavens each and every night. At such time, the world below is left unprotected, and fiends summoned by the ogre Pumpkinhead are free to wreak havoc on the defenseless denizens. One fiend in particular is said to be especially boisterous. Hi, I speak of the one known as the Doomsday Clown. That's quite the name. Though perhaps you know him better as the Scarlet Snout or Papa Gruff. In any event, they are all the same most nefarious personage. If the texts are to be believed, those who set foot in his domain are fated never to return. I say, just listening to this tale is enough to make my hair stand on end. That said, it seems we've quite a task on our hands even attempting to save our would-be victims. Have we no way of protecting ourselves once inside his lair? I thought you would never ask. Pray feast your eyes on our fine creations of these fine creations of mine. I present to you two artifacts I have recreated by referencing a number of ancient tomes, together with some of my own personal touches, of course. Behold the fiendish lantern and phial of warding holy water. But what do they do? You must wonder. Well, allow me to explain. First of all, the fiendish lantern emits a certain wavelength of light that voids and absolutely detest. As for the warding holy water, it not only protects the holder's soul from being stolen, but also enables one to rescue the lost souls of others and return them to their mortal flames. Whatever it said. I have not yet had the opportunity to test them and thus cannot vouch for their effectiveness, but I am very much hoping that they will serve you well for both our sakes. That's not reassuring at all. Wait, you mean there's no guarantee that... Oy. But it matters not. We face a potential crisis here, and beggars cannot be choosers in times of need. My friend, are you willing to put your faith in the Mark's creations and do what needs to be done? I guess so. Excellent. In the meantime, I shall do my best to ensure that the Scarlet Snout is not able to lure anyone else into his trap. Speaking of the Snout, I have also heard another rumor. Apparently he has been handing out odd pumpkin cookies to those who attend his feast. Should you come into possession of such a confection, might you show it to me when you return? Splendid. Before you go, allow me to furnish you with a link pearl. Rest assured that I shall do my darndest to support you from afar after you enter the Dread Clown's personal domain. Also, should you wish to know aught more about the items with which I have furnished you, just say the word. I shall return to Mikito's amphitheater and see that no other frightening hijinks ensue. When you have found out what you would about the Snout, pray visit me there. Mark. Is there something you'd like to know? Nope. Got it all. So we need to head back this way, apparently. Papa Gruff. If it isn't my friend Celebrian. Terrible sorry for the delay. Your timing couldn't be better. I'm pleased to report that I finished preparing for the festivities. Let my Royal Harlequin guide know once you're ready, and he'll be more than happy to show you the way to the venue. Seasonal event instance unlocked. You now have access to the Phantom's Feast seasonal instance. To join the feast, speak with the Harlequin's guide under the Bent Branch Meadows Bridge or in the Acorn Orchard. The Phantom's Feast is a light party instance for players. There are no classes, job, or level requirements for participation. Parties that register for this instance with less than 4 members will be filled out automatically via the matching system. Ah, is this like the cookie hunt thingy that we did before? And by cookie hunt thing, I mean the thing that we've done in previous, All Saints' Wakes events. Anyway, I'm frightfully sorry, but having kept you waiting. Do you wish to head to the banquet now? Master Gruff is eagerly anticipating your arrival. Yep. You're inside? Excellent. I will do my power to assist you in thwarting those something or others. And I see we have Fiendish Lantern and Seeing Holy Water. And apparently you use the Fiendish Lantern for those. Free at last! Well then. So far I have little idea what we're doing other than using the lantern on those. Forever and ever and ever. Okay then. Oh, there's little people. Oh, Mama Gruff. Welcome, my big red friends. Join me for da 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 blah blah blah. Tee hee hee hee. Well, this is quite the room. I gotcha. Interesting. It definitely helps that these people know what they're doing. Oh, cool. definitely got to time that up properly then. Cool. Defeat. Cool. And of course I have to go back over here because this looks too cool. Seriously, super cool. So we got 6 cookies out of that. Whatever that means. And so, obtain a pumpkin cookie from the Phantom Feast and present it to the Adventurers Guild investigator, so we will head back to Gridania. And all of that text that was popping up during that, you'll have to read for yourself because I was not paying attention to it at all. I was trying to make sure I didn't mess it up for the other people that were in the dungeon with me. And thank you to them for giving those tips and stuff and basically knowing what the heck you were supposed to do. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Adventurers Guild Investigator, rather. Ah, there you are. Glad to see you return from the spectral realm in one piece. I say, did Mark's inventions prove adequate aid? That they did. Pumpkin cookie. Relieved I am to hear that. Small wonder the man came so highly recommended. And of course, I must thank you for risking life and limb to put them to use. Thanks to you, we can rest assured that the souls of the Gridanian people are safe from the fiend's trickery. I'm full glad to finally lay my eyes upon this rumored cookie as well. Oh, and just to be safe, I took the liberty of advising the other invitees not to attend the feast, for their own good. I'm concerned, however, that some of them did not seem so keen on heeding my instructions. Should you find any that have gone on ahead, pray save as many of them as you can. Now that we know that Mark's creations can be relied upon, there is no reason to think we should not be able to rescue everyone from the Snout's clutches. Papa, where have all my friends gone? Oh. Don't worry, sweetheart. Father will sort this all out. What the heck were those abominable trinkets anyway? Why did you not warn me that one of those despicable adventurers might crash your party? Oh, my beloved, pray calm your heart. The adventurer lady was one thing, but rest assured that none of our ordinary guests will be equipped with such artifacts. We shall have our fun soon enough, believe you me. What's more, I found someone who has volunteered to help us in our quest. They say the best approach is just to wander around the towns, shouting out invitations to anyone within earshot. Why, just imagine how many guests they'll manage to lure here with such a bold approach. Now listen to me, be sure to invite as many people as possible, alright? The more terror the better, I say. Your wish is my command, Master Gruff. This will be the final Saints' Wake indeed. That said, I do wonder who this mysterious new acquaintance might be. Rest assured that I will be keeping close watch on the Scarlet Snout to make sure that his baleful plans never come to fruition. I will see to it that none of his expected visitors attend his banquet. Then, when he comes out to ascertain what has gone amiss, we will strike with an expert team assembled by the Adventurers Guild, putting an end to the villainy once and for all. In the meantime, I ask that you pray and go rescue anyone the Snout has already managed to lure into his domain. I would doubtless encourage him to abandon his scheme even sooner. I will do my best. And with that, we get another pumpkin cookie and the modern cosmetics clowning around. You can now attempt the Phantom's Feast seasonal instance again by speaking with a Harlequin guide in either the Mikitos Amphitheater or the Acorn Orchard. Successfully completing the instance will earn you a pumpkin cookie. You can exchange cookies for items and equipment by speaking with the Shady Smock in Mikitos Amphitheater. You can also speak with the Genuine Geyser and join the Marvelous Masquerade in the Haunted Manor. And with that, we got the Winners Club achievement. Mark. Greetings, sir friend. How fare you in your effort to thwart the Scarlet Snout's plans? Is there aught you wish to know about my inventions? Just say the word. Nope. What about you? Got anything to say? Monitoring the Snout, afar from ensure the da-da-da-da. Basically what you said. Okay. So heading over into here, we have the Shady Smock, who looks shady, and obviously that's to enter the instance. Hello there, Pumpkin. Enjoying the frightfully delightful festivities, I take it. If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask away. Nope. Okay, so we have the clown's hat, the clown's top, the clown's short gloves, clown's bottoms, clown boots, and the housing items, and along with the magic prism thingies, which I'm pretty sure have been, yes, they have been, in a previous event. So let's see here. To get one of everything here, we need, what, 18 cookies. And we currently have 7. So you need to at least, assuming you get 6 cookies each time, unless, of course, that was just special because that was the first time doing it, you would need to do it 3 times. Well, that's not that too bad. We're just gonna hang on to our cookies for now, and then I'm going to do this a couple more times to get enough for one of each of these, as we can see. That's the button I'm looking for. The clown top, short gloves, bottoms, and boots. Cool. I actually really like that top hat, but I wonder... You can hide the nose. Nice! And the... as someone mentioned in one of my videos, I forget your name, sorry. The pants are probably going to be used by people using different Luffy costumes from One Piece. These boots are also really nice. A little on the big side. Gloves are cool too. Anyway, let me be about it and get more of these items now. Alrighty, and all the rewards have been acquired, but first we will go to the Haunted Manor here. This is basically, well, the Haunted Manor, which is normally we would do like the cookie hunting thing. You would explore around in the Haku Manor, which is what this is. So if you go down here on the ground floor, you will enter into this room, and you'll see an unsavory imp, Glamour Weaver. Up to something? Me? Never. I'm but a fun-loving imp, here to help me fellow revelers enjoy the wake. I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. All I need is for you to recall a journey unforgettable. Traverse your memories and tell me what you see. Now, depending on where you're at in the main scenario quest will depend on if you have these options or not, and which ones also within this. So, for example, this one you will need Shadowbringers, and you'll need to be throughout various progress in the main scenario quest and possibly some of the other activities and stuff. But journey to forge this realm anew. So this one's basically a realm reborn, and we'll go with this one here. And look at that. We are now Merlwib Bluefistmen. Why did I have to pick this one? You have the options of Tricksome Treat, or dispelling the transfiguration. So we're just gonna do another one here. Yes, and this one should be... yes. We should know who she is. Anyways, so you can explore around in those. I'm not going to go through all of them, obviously, because of spoiler reasons. So with that said... oh, I like how this looks here. It's a really good place for taking pictures. I'm gonna head to my house in the game and show off some of the housing rewards. And how can you tell I haven't played for a while? So this is one of the housing items on the inside, and if I'm not mistaken, when it's nighttime you'll see a little something different. So hopefully we can see that before I leave. And here is the outfit for... well, hold on a second here. We will hide my gear there. Or my weapon. I know what I'm spitting out here. There we go. Now we press the right buttons. So, it's a pretty cool outfit as well. It actually doesn't look too bad in either gender, so... and as I said before, you can hide the nose. Nope, that's not the button. That's the button. So now the nose is hidden, which is also cool, so you can use the top hat without the nose. Although with this outfit currently, it looks a little funny without the nose. And obviously there's the face paint as well, but I'm not going to be putting that on. We also have the outdoor item, which we will see momentarily. This here. And also, like with the inside decorations, when it's nighttime, we will also see something different. It is currently almost 11 a.m., so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Oh, ah. And there we go. And of course I have this oriented in the wrong direction. There we go. Oh, not quite. There we go. And you can see the ghosts popped out there, and that also means that the ones inside should also be visible. Yes, there we are. So, those are the rewards for this, and obviously there's the outfit as well. And then we're just gonna pop back outside again, and then we'll use one of the pumpkin fireworky things that's in the game. Let's see. We have the Magic Prism Pumpkin, as you can see, and now I have a head as such. And of course using the G pose so I don't have to waste it, but you can see it's a very giant head, and with this outfit makes it look rather ridiculous. But yeah, so that's the event this year. And as a reminder, as I said, it began some time ago on the 20th of January 2022 and continues on until the February 2nd, 2022. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.